This is my audience today. I will be doing my speech topic on think before drinking and driving. And my purpose for the speech is to persuade people that it's never okay to drink and drive. Drinking and driving has a serious consequence. If you hurt an innocent person, or if you're caught under the wheel of a car after you have drunk over the legal limit, you can catch a serious charge. Think about going to a celebration party or to your local bar with a couple of friends, and after getting there you decide that you want to have a couple of drinks just to liven up the night. Well, when the night is almost over, you decide that you're going to drive home. One of your friends stop you and tell you that it's not okay to drive home and that they will call a cab for you. Well, your friend may have saved your life or someone else's life. May have even saved you from catching a charge. Drunk driving is a serious issue in our society, and it needs to be addressed because it's unacceptable. Just imagine making one bad decision that costs an innocent person's life, or even causing you your own life. Just imagine taking someone's mother, father, son, daughter, etc. Just think about how hurt they would feel and how confused they would be, because their innocent loved one was just out to grab something from the grocery store or just out hanging with friends and was hurt. DriveSafely.net states an average drunk driver has driven drunk over 87 times before their first arrest. I want people to understand that it is never okay to drink and drive, even if you feel you are under the drinking limit. I want everyone to think about the decisions you have to make before you get behind the wheel of a car drunk. Now, let's think about the decisions people who go out and drink make before they get behind a wheel of a car drunk. If you go out and you have a couple of drinks and you don't have a plan, that was one of your plans, because you could have made that plan before you left home. They do not pick up the phone and call for a cab or someone to come get them. They reach for their keys, they go out to their car, start the ignition, and drive off. Drunk driving does not only affect the driver, but it also affects innocent people that are out. Drunk driving affects those who are driving in other vehicles and even pedestrians. 11,773 people have been killed in drunk driving crashes. 1 in every 3 people will be in an alcohol-related crash within their life. In 2017, more than 11,000 people will die in drunk driving crashes. There is 1 in every 50-minute time period. 32% of the total motor vehicle fatalities come from drunk driving in the United States. $500 per year comes out the regular American adult's wallet for drinking and driving. Common excuses that are made by drunk drivers are, I didn't know that I was drunk. I only had 1 drink. I could still function. Or I didn't know I was past the limit. Before someone takes the first sip of alcohol, they should know it's a possibility that they could pass the legal drinking limit. They also know that they do not have a way home unless they call for a cab or a friend helps them if that friend has not been drinking. The legal limit to drive in South Carolina is .08, but they suggest that you stay at the limit 0.05. If you feel you have not passed the limit, you need to know. It takes the body 1 hour to break down an alcohol proof of 80. 12 ounces of beer, or an hour for 8 ounces of wine. To help flush the system, you need to drink plenty of water. And what about your car? Well, you should leave it. Leave it until the next morning after you have sobered up. Or if you cannot do without your car and you absolutely need it in your driveway, then the best thing to do is to get someone to drive you home that has not been drinking, and then have someone who has not been drinking to go back and get the car and bring it to your house, and maybe put the key somewhere that you cannot get until the next morning. Drunk driving license laws for South Carolina. The DMV.org states the first offense is 6 months. The second offense is indefinite with a BAC of 0.15% and over. Third offense is indefinite. Fourth offense is indefinite. If you refuse the chemical test, the DMV.org states first offense is 6 months. Second offense is indefinite. Third offense is indefinite. You can catch a felony for DUI in South Carolina if there is death or bodily injury. The WGYlaw.com states that charge can carry with it a mandatory prison time of at least 30 days with a possibility up to 15 years. A fine of between $5,100 and $10,100 may be assessed. A minor passenger that is riding a car with someone who is drinking and driving, if that minor is killed or hurt really badly, WGYlaw.com states person driving the vehicle is legally intoxicated and has a passenger who is younger than 16 can be charged with a felony if the child is injured or killed. A third offense also carries a felony charge and can include a 3-year prison sentence if you are convicted. Drinking and driving is never okay. It will never be okay. You can put your life at danger, and you can put other people's lives at danger. Just because you felt it was okay to get behind the wheel after you have been drinking. You can also end up with a felony charge. Driving drunk can hurt you and it can hurt others. Friends will not allow other friends to drink and drive. You can lose your license and even catch a felony charge. Don't drink and drive. WGYlaw.com is one of my references. DriveSafely.net is my second reference. My third reference is MADD.org. My fourth reference is crashstats.gov.